Hey, good morning, everyone. It's a blessing to be alive. See another day. Some people didn't wake up this morning. I'm gonna be brief. I just want to say real quick, and this is an interesting video because I usually don't talk about um, other things, but in this case, I just wanted to give some words of wisdom and encouragement. And this is regarding vehicles. But the fact is that I'm not a mechanic, but I know a little bit about things like, for example, the certain sensors on vehicles like crankshaft sensor, O2 sensors, what's the other one called, the knock sensor. And that's what I want to talk about real briefly. This is interesting, but I got a 2010 Nissan Rogue, and I noticed about the last few weeks, maybe month, that when I stop at a light completely, after that I get like a little small jerk forward. I go towards the wheel, then I go back to the seat. Also, like about 2-3 weeks ago, I was driving, one on the interstate, one on the street not too far from the house, and I was going about 50-60, and I was testing the vehicle. I was like trying to press the gas because it was making a whining sound. I'm like, I know what a vehicle sounds like regularly when you sit there and when you press the gas down and it's revving up, going fast. But I also been noticing sometimes at a light, when I'm stopped, instead of it staying in one spot, the vehicle would sit there and go back and forth like the idle. Not too much, but just like an inch or two. And the seat would vibrate some along with the little gear stick. And I'm like, that's not random. I mean, that's not regular. But also, I know my vehicle has like 170,000 miles. So the older the engine gets, different things, you're going to see certain symptoms. But the point is, yesterday I took my vehicle to Coleman Transmissions here in Memphis, and I realized that, thank God, it's not the transmission. Because I was like, I just got the vehicle last year in December. I don't think nothing's wrong with it. And I take good care of my vehicle. I'm the type of person that's going to make sure it stay clean and take care of it and get the oil changed on time and everything. But like I tell people all the time, anything and everything that's man-made is liable to fail. But I'm gonna go ahead and give God the glory real quick, even though my video wasn't mentioning anything about that. But I'm just bragging on God, saying that everything that God made in Genesis was good. But when man makes something, it's either not good or it was good, but he messes it up. But most importantly, it's gonna be good for a certain amount of time, meaning that sooner or later, it's gonna fail. The reason why is because man's hand, when man makes something, it only lasts for so long. But when God makes something, it's eternal, it's forever, it's not temporary. But back to what I was saying real quick, the point is, come to realize or find out, I thank God it was nothing with the transmission, because a few people told me it sounded like I got transmission issues. Because I noticed 2 weeks ago from this past Friday, the transmission, I guess it was slipping a little bit because the light turned green. I pressed the gas pedal a little bit and realized that the vehicle for like 3-4 seconds was just sliding or going forward slow. I'm like, what's going on? Then come to find out, praise God and thank God, that what happened was I sat there and the vehicle finally started going. It kind of jerked a little bit, but then started driving. I'm like, that's weird, that never happened before. And so the point is, I went yesterday and I found out that, thank God, nothing's wrong with the transmission like I was told or heard, and nothing's wrong with the engine, because those are the two main parts of the vehicle besides the ECM, the brain of the vehicle, engine control module. Then you have the battery and all this other stuff, the alternator, starter. I know a little bit. I know the basics and fundamentals of a vehicle. It's just about, I don't know everything because I'm not a mechanic. But the point is, I found out it's a knock sensor, and I'm thankful I still took it there. Didn't have to pay no diagnosis fee. But that's my key point here. A sensor can and will cause you to think that certain issues are wrong with your vehicle, and you find out that they're not. And also, a sensor can be a small thing that makes a big difference. And all I'm trying to say here, that's the same thing about life. You can do something small in life. Like, for example, I can sit there and joke with a person in a small way, but that person took it in a major way, meaning that they weren't in the mood, or I hurt their feelings, or they took it the wrong way, however you want to say it. So what you say does matter, along with the fact that I could say something encouraging. I could say, God bless you, you have a good day. And that, whether they told me or didn't tell me, that made their day. That made them feel encouraged. That inspired them. That made them feel good. So small things do make huge differences. And that's what I'm saying here once again about a vehicle, that small things, including sensors on a vehicle, do truly cause vehicles to do weird things. In other words, when you think something's wrong with the transmission, engine, or something, it's something affiliated with that part, but it's actually not that whole part. In this case, the knock sensor is affiliated with the engine. It does different things, and sometimes the engine and transmission do things that work together. Like, for example, like I said, I can sit there and be driving, my engine does something or makes a noise, and I'm like, I know what my vehicle should sound like, or any vehicle, when you crank it up and when you're driving, things like that. But also, the thing about it is this. The thing is about the transmission. I know that a transmission, you can't drive, shift gears, it won't go nowhere, because that's what gets the vehicle from point A to point B, along with all other stuff. It's just different ways of, or different things that they do, different car parts. But the point is that I'm just thankful and grateful that all it was is a knock sensor, so I shouldn't have to get a knock sensor for my vehicle and things. But I just wanted to say that it pays to know certain things in life and do your own research instead of relying on people, because I'm the type of person that looks up stuff online, do my own research. I'm not going to take something from somebody else's mouth. I want to sit there and do my own research. I want to sit there and find out for myself the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But that's all I wanted to say on this video. May God bless you, keep you and your family, and may you have a blessed, prosperous rest of your day. God bless you.